What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Trey's Trades, where we give technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert. I am just some random dude on YouTube, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple of years back, I was about $30,000 deep in medical debt. And I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work really hard and invest my money. And I am happy to say that now I'm a financially free guy. So if I can pass along any of the information, the resources, the tools to you guys, make you a little better off than you were before, that's all a guy can ask for. Lastly, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos daily, multiple times a day, and I do cover ticker symbol MVIS, Microvision Incorporated, just about every day. In fact, I'm thinking about starting a series on this where I do give daily updates, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comment section down below. But with that being said, we're going to dive right into this. So today we're looking at Microvision Incorporated, and before we get going, I wanted to show you guys a resource that I found on StockTwits, and I am going to leave this in the description down below. This is a Reddit thread that has a lot of due diligence where other people have already done a bunch of research for you guys, and there's a lot of stuff in here. It's just information about the fundamentals of the company, different press release that's come out, things that you should expect for the future, financials, all sorts of great stuff, the technology, and I will leave this in the description. It would take me about 2 hours to read through this all with you guys, so if you're interested, I will leave it for you to look at. With that being said, the weekly price action, I've got the 10-day chart pulled up. We're looking at, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullish days. So, we have been, the last 5 days on a pretty bearish run. We are hanging out below the volume moving average, and we seem to be kind of losing a grip on Microvision as bulls, but that's okay. If you are a mid to long-term investor on Microvision, this is just an opportunity for you to scoop up more shares. If you are a swing or day trader, however, you may want to watch to see if we bottom out anytime soon here. If you'd be interested in a swing or day trading video on this, please let me know. I could gladly cover that, but I am a mid to long-term investor on this. I will be holding my position until we get probably above $7.50 to $8. That is my game plan. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor nor expert, so do your own due diligence, do your own research, and make your own investment decisions. With that being said, we are going to look at the daily trends. I'm going to change it to the 2-day chart with a 1-minute frequency here. And today was rough, guys. Oof, really bad. We hung below the volume moving average for basically the entire day, except for, about half an hour here. And towards the end of the day, we got above it and started hugging the volume moving average line pretty tight. And to give you an idea about the VMA, the volume moving average, it is just an indicator about who is in control of the stock at any given moment. So if you're underneath it, it's bearish. If you're above it, it's bullish. And this was a day where the bears completely controlled the stock. So a little bit rough if you're holding a position. It might be tough to look at your portfolios. It was definitely tough for me, but keeping the long game in mind with a midterm to long-term investment, it was just an opportunity to scoop up more shares. For instance, I bought more shares of this company, about 250 at this $5.33 price target. So I averaged down my costs. I scooped up a couple more shares, and that's just going to make the margin of return on this a little bit better when it does pan out. So that is the current movement on the day. I am going to establish a couple new levels of resistance and support to keep in mind for the next trading day on Monday, as we will be closed tomorrow for New Year's. So I am going to put this down here as support at $5.08, and I do like this as a support level because if we zoom in here on the candles, we have a pretty indicative candle wick here. So a candle wick tells you, buyers and sellers' emotion in the market. And you can see here we have a lot of indecision. So at one point, buyers tried to step in pretty hard, sellers tried to step in pretty hard, and we have a wick that dips below this $5.08 mark. And if we want to lower just a little bit, $5.07, we had some pretty hefty price rejection. So that indicates that buyers think this is not a fair price valuation of the stock. And we saw, the stock move back up after that. So that is a good sign that this could be a new bottom for the stock. However, it is possible that we dip below this $5.07, and if we do, we will probably be looking at a further level of support downwards in the $4 range. So be prepared for the worst, hope for the best. That's always been my trading strategy, so keep that in the back of your mind. Now that we have a solid support right here, resistance is going to be $5.43 in the immediate, in the near term. And then after that, we are going to treat this prior level of support as a new level of resistance right here at $5.63. Once we break through this $5.63 mark, we will be looking back, if we go to the 10-day chart, at a new resistance level right about here at, no, just kidding, right about here at $6.04. And if we want to lower it right down to $6 to make it a little bit easier for you, that is what most traders are going to be looking for, is an even round number. We all trade based on logic and emotion, so you need to keep that in mind. People try to make things as simple as they can. They will be looking for that $6 range, so watch to see if we dip below 507. If we do, and you're a mid to long-term investor, wait until it bottoms out, wait until you see a bounce off of a prior level of support, which I would label right here, as a possibility. We do see some price rejection at the 475 range. So if you see a level out and bounce off of 475, that is a great spot to increase your sharehold to dollar cost average down. And if we go up, we'll hang in and buckle up for a solid ride, because that's what we're looking for, is a movement back up to that $7, $8 range. We are expecting, this is a Lidar company, and the company is expecting to have a new automobile Lidar tech out by April. They are currently in the works, and we are expecting a presentation on that tech on an April timeframe. I will leave an article in the description box down below so you can check out exactly what we're expecting there. But the CEO Sumit Sharma has stated multiple times that that is the time horizon we are looking for. So we may be looking at a 1 to 3 to 4 month time horizon to get to the price target we're looking here for at $7.50 to $8 if you're playing it the same way that I am. However, it will be a pretty solid margin of return, and I do expect this to perform decently well. Now, last thing that I want to touch on here before we finish off the video is if you guys are interested in a company fundamental walkthrough. I have not quite given like a full-on fundamental walkthrough. What I would cover for you guys is the financials of the company, what we're expecting for 2021 Q4 earnings. That information is up on Yahoo, and it seems to be positive. It does seem to be multiples larger than their previous quarter growth in cash flow and liabilities and assets. So I can cover that. I can cover the management team, anything that is revolving around the fundamentals of the company. Let me know if you're interested in that, and I would gladly make a video. Now, buy, hold, or sell here. As I stated before, if we get below this 507, look for a bounce off of that 475 range. That would be a great entry point to dollar cost average your position down. If we hit 507 and we come back up, that means that 507 is a pretty strong acting support, and that would be a great position in which to dollar cost average down. If you're currently a shareholder, I would continue to hold your shares, as I do see this going up unless some very negative news catalyst comes out or the CEO says, hey, we're not going to have this done by April. This is going to take us another year. Then it's up to you. It's your discretion on whether you're willing to wait for a year to get your profits, as there are going to be other stocks that can return the losses that you may have accrued on this stock. A sell position, if you are currently a shareholder, as I stated before, and you're looking at a mid to long-term investment, I do not believe now is the time to sell your shares. I do think there's some positive news catalysts coming out soon. Any sort of press release, any sort of updates on the Lidar tech, any of that stuff can really push this stock price up. So just be watching the Microvision social media. If you can, be watching the news. We are expecting the Senate tomorrow to vote on the defense bill getting overridden, the one that President Trump had vetoed on. And if that does go through, that directly affects the stock price, because Microvision does have ties with U.S. Army aviation. They have Lidar technology that is incorporated in the Kevlar helmets of aviators. So what this does is it helps them fly the skies a little bit clearer if they're flying planes or helicopters. And they are actually in the works of developing Lidar goggles that infantry guys, armor guys, field artillery guys can use to better get a scope on what's happening on the field. So watch for that Senate bill. If that does pass, we might see some pretty nice price action in the Monday pre-market or regular hours. Now, I am personally expecting it to go up. However, I'm not a wizard. I can't predict the future. If I could, we would be shorting and selling and buying and longing every single position the exact right way, and we've been making millions every day. But what we can do is speculate and predict the news before it happens, because you want to buy the hype and sell the news. So we're ahead of the ball here, guys. If the news is positive, if they do pass the override on that veto, which I fully expect they do, I do see that positively affecting the share price, and that would be great news for Microvision. So that is what I have for the video today. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to answer them. If I missed anything, please feel free to share it with the community that we have here. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. It really does help out supporting the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. With that being said, that is all I have for the video today, so I will see you all next time. Peace.